Now we're live.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Come on, everybody.
So we're here.
What's up, Alex and Bounty and Larry and Spring and Steven and Chris Jackson? I love how Chris Jackson's like, where's Rev? I'm always late. It's kind of my thing.
Barry, Bounty, Scott, Dave, Chris Jackson, Steve, Soaps, and Alex.
Hi to everybody that she said. I don't got the chat up, so I can't see it. So.
Yeah, no, I wasn't working late today. I did just get done working a little bit ago. What, 2 hours ago?
Well, then you had to eat.
Yeah, my whole chicken.
Did you eat that whole thing?
Nah, I only ate.
I was like, wow.
I think I eat the legs and the thighs. Save the rest for later.
Are you gonna keep those bones and make like a chicken soup out of it?
That was my plan.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
All I need is like celery and carrots and some egg noodles.
Excuse me.
What's going on? Hey, Miss Bounty.
Mrs. Bounty is in the house. And you're getting a wrench right now.
Yep.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's really windy here. Every once in a while, like every few minutes or something, you just hear like a loud thud, like trees are falling and stuff.
Oh, I can't hear it. The sun just went down, and no, I can't hear any wind. I can hear my fans. Actually, I think they're more my lights, but can't hear any wind. Actually, it has been beautiful here. Gosh, just recently, like so beautiful. Well, Scott just says that they're getting a windstorm right now, so we'll probably get that at some point.
Or did that already pass you?
Yeah, maybe it's going like that way, which would be like northwest. I don't know which way the wind is blowing. Mrs. Bounty, we're doing good. How are you guys doing over on that end?
Yeah, it was fun hanging out the last couple days. I was actually kind of disappointed when I got home and there was no Bounty left.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was great.
Yeah, I really enjoy Bounty's live streams. They're pretty awesome.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
At one point, Susan messaged me and she's like, "This guy's a nut." I'm like, "I know."
What's up? What's up, Door?
What's going on?
Hey.
Oh, the Door talks.
The Door? Holy smokes.
There we go.
There you are.
I don't know how my camera got all turned around, for goodness sake. There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, it looks like you got a haircut.
I got my ears lowered today. I did.
Oh, you did, eh? How was that?
Looking all snazzy.
Yeah, I was a bit overdue. Couple of weeks overdue.
Yeah, I got a haircut today too. Cut it all off again.
What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm pretty good.
I'm doing good myself.
All right.
Yeah, everybody got a lot of sleep last night. We're all well rested.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
What's
Who
up?
do we have in here? Alex, Bounty, Soaps, Stephen Miller,
Rob Shaler and Brando just jumped in.
Chris Jackson, Tilapia store. Scott, what's happening? Cemetery. Mrs. Bounty's in the house.
Yep, with a wrench. And Black
Brando, what's up, Brando? Rob Schaller.
Oh my God! I just
Black
had, like,
Mamba. How's it going?
I totally forgot about the live stream. And when I came back in here, what the heck is wrong with me?
Somebody's paying attention.
No, I totally forgot because I went out there and it was just like a whole bunch of things going on. And I'm like, okay, like now I'm in. And then I grab my beer and like my normal reaction would be to just come in here anyways. And then I hear Dave and then I'm like, oh, crap, the live stream.
Susie's very dedicated to the live streams.
Oh, yeah.
All over it.
I'm here, aren't I?
What's up, Fixter?
Oh, Fixter, what's up, man? What's up, Schaller? And Black Mamba, sorry, I was gone for a bit. Yeah, I think that's everybody.
On Fixter.
I do the same thing, Scott. I always want to call him Flickster. That's what he put in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done that too, accidentally.
There are a lot of folks within the community that struggle with that one.
Because it just seems such like a normal thing would be like Flickster, not Fixter. But then you know if it's like his, it's like his name, then you're like, oh yeah. Okay.
I always just imagine an L there for some reason. I mean, it's an I, but I always think it's an L.
It kind of does look like one though.
Plus, it's real far away.
Picture just says, call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
For tacos, late for tacos.
Oh, that would be horrible. I would never. I'm usually the first one there.
Yeah, I'm never late for tacos.
We made sloppy joes for dinner. I can't remember the last time I had a freaking sloppy joe.
I can't remember the last time I had those either.
I had to make sloppy joes just like a month or two ago because I haven't had one in so long.
I haven't even eaten one yet, but that'll be there for when I feel hungry.
Did you put any hot sauce on it?
Did I? I didn't make it. Josh made it, but I would imagine that once his kid ate, yes, he did.
Yeah, there's some pepper powder on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do that. But
no, on yours.
Oh, on mine. Oh, yeah. I'm way ahead of you.
You still have.
I literally have my pepper powders like all right here, like on standby.
You have any smoked habanero?
No, that's gone.
Wasn't that good?
It was delicious. I put it in chili.
I put it on mac and cheese because Bloomberg told me about it, and I was like,
yeah, that was
never even
too.
thought of that. And I put it on there, and wow, it was amazing.
Scott says sloppy joes are the bomb. And cemetery, I don't know. It'll probably be sloppy later. In fact, it would be sloppier later than it would have been an hour ago. And Rob Schaller now wants a sloppy joe, so you should maybe make it. Or 2 or whatever you're into, 5. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think half of it gets on the plate, and then you like fork it up. You fork it up after from the plate.
I like putting cheese on my sloppy joe, and it kind of melts it together and helps.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. I've never done that.
Yeah, cheese on like almost every kind of burger you make is delicious.
Yeah, see, I love cheese, so you know.
I can take or leave cheese. I'm not a big cheese fan. But I do like, like
I love melted cheese on things.
Like get a little brick of like cheddar, like sharp cheddar or something like that, and just cut up little pieces of it. But I don't.
Parmesan is really good too. Like fresh Parmesan though, like the one that's in like the flakes and not like the what do you call that thing? A cheese grinder? A cheese
shaker?
No. Well, yeah, basically whatever. That's the same thing, anyways. But yeah, none of that, or that powdered Parmesan. Oh, I hate that.
Brando spice and pancakes.
Shredded. Sorry, I just remembered the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah, if you want a grilled cheese, Scott, you should check out Dave's new video. He just put one out like right while I was getting everybody together on the live stream. I just got a notification about it. And it was, I forget what it was called, something like how I make my really spicy grilled cheese or something like that.
I never, in my whole life, I never ate a grilled cheese sandwich until I was like in my early 20s.
Oh, dang.
Like I've never had one. It looked disgusting to me, just with cheese and bread. I was like, ugh. And then my girlfriend made me once when we were like super drunk, and she made me a grilled cheese sandwich, and I tried it, and I was like, how the heck? But then I've tried it after that, and I can't really seem to have that same reaction. I don't know. It's all right. I got to go put some stuff on there though. Like I've put like garlic chicken on there and peppers. I've grilled it just like that.
Yeah, ham's good, turkey.
Pepper powder?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't do that at the time. I wasn't. That was like, well, when I made this grilled cheese sandwich, that sounds delicious right now. Actually, it was like years ago, and I wasn't really like much into like hot powders and stuff like that. Like I would buy them, but they're not the same bought as if someone sends it to you when they made it themselves. Like that's not the same. And I never had any of those like a couple of years ago, right? I only joined this group like a year ago. Last year was my very first season ever.
Yeah, Dave's video is called "How I Make Extremely Spicy Grilled Cheese" 48 minutes ago.
I thought you were gonna say it was 48 minutes long.
No, it's only a couple minutes long. Summer sausage and a grilled cheese? That does sound kind of good.
That would be delicious. I think I've actually done that, like once again years ago.
What's up, Hydro?
What's up, Hydro?
I would say a taco grilled cheese. That'd be a quesadilla, wouldn't it?
The quesadilla is more like with tortilla, like flour tortillas, and then with cheese and chicken and like tomatoes and stuff, like or green onions, whatever you want. Like I think that's more like a tortilla, and then you put the other flour tortilla on top, and then you kind of like flip it or whatever. But a grilled cheese sandwich is like bread and cheese. Like I don't know. You're right. It's essentially the same thing. It's just different breads, I guess.
What's up, Derek? Derek made a video.
Yeah, I was gonna say about that. Everybody, if you go to Derek's channel, Crazy Kimberlin, there's like a thing that he wants all the spicy people or new whatever. Just go to watch his video, and yeah, you can be included on that. So that's pretty cool. And we don't know what it is yet, but
Yeah, we don't know what it is yet, but you can be included.
All he needs is a clip of you.
watch his video and you'll see what he needs.
Yep. Derek, throw a link to it in the video or in the chat.
Yeah, throw a link to it if you don't mind, Crazy Kimberlin.
Yeah, you'll watch it after the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the videos I actually watched when I got home. I just started.
Yeah, I watched that one today. Actually, it was I was watching a bunch of videos today, and it just like auto plays to all the videos that I still haven't seen. So that's great. I just kept my computer on all day while I was actually planted some seeds today. Whew, yeah, I forgot I did that. I got those little what do you call those things? Like those white Keurig cups, like those cups that you use. Yeah. So I was like collecting a bunch of those, and then I think I had like, I don't know, 70 maybe. So I did some planting in those today. I even made little drainage holes on the bottom. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
That's a good idea, Rob. do his video dancing, but only after he's half in the bag.
Oh, I'll be 3 sheets to the wind for sure. So everybody, Derek put up the, or sorry, Crazy Kimberlyn put up the link. Go check it out. Let's all participate if we can.
Awesome.
I already said I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
The only problem is, like, I'm so backed up on videos right now. I have one that
You just have to make like a clip. Like it's not.
yeah. Well, I have 2 other videos I'm supposed to make. I was tagged in a video. Like one is like how you named your channel, and the other one was like what your favorite video is or something that you made. And I've been like 3 months behind on that video. I still haven't done it. I just don't want to like sit in front of the camera and talk. Yet here I am.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, here you are now.
Every time I'm not live, I'm like just in another video call. I'm doing something. Like last night, I literally just had to tell everybody like I'll be back, and just took my left my phone out here and just took my camera into my grow room and just started watering my plants, because that was the first time I ever watered. Since I planted them. They've been in there like 3 weeks now, 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
No, it's probably longer than that. It was probably the beginning of February or something like that.
Wolverine says he didn't know RevToes made streams.
Of course, they call me the stream master or the stream father or whatever the heck people call me. Our group of people is the group of people that all my friends that do live streams, that everybody calls it the Rev Network, because I got everybody to start doing live streams and promote them all and everything like that, which we now have 7 days a week. Bounty took up Wednesdays.
The stream team.
Great.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Let me see. Okay, I go on Mondays. Tuesday is Soaps and Suds and such. Wednesday will be Bounty. Thursday is Batman, Make It Wayne. Friday back to me again. Saturday is Brando Toe, and Sunday is either on Charles P's channel. It's Talk Time with 3 Pepper Guys. It's either on Charles P's channel or it's on BD Beats' channel.
And yeah, it's all pretty standard. Like a lot of us will just like jump on each other's streams basically.
Yep.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, I do too. I just like that everybody is helping each other out, promoting each other, you know, and all that stuff. Because that's what the whole live streams have been about, like since I started them.
Absolutely.
That's why I call it Meetups. Just promote other people. Like, hey, you hop on my channel and we'll talk about your videos or whatever. And, you know, all of my audience can go find your videos, and now they can be your audience too.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, and I'm also really good at forcing people to start making videos, except with Blumberg. I really
You
can't.
haven't gotten Blumberg yet,
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
I got Susie to make videos. I got Dave to make videos. I got
Me.
Charles.
yeah, and Charles. Yeah, I got tons of people that I got to make videos.
The
And you
dream
know why?
stream.
It's because I'm selfish. I want stuff to watch. Like, I don't want to be the only person making videos. That's great if you want to watch my stuff, but there's other people that have better stuff than I do. So that's why I started.
Well, Brandon says he loves hanging out on the streams, so there you go.
Good.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Wolverine?
I love doing the live streams, which we're a little ways away. No, it's like a year and a half I've been doing them now. Like almost with the exception of me taking a break there for like 2 months or something like that. It's been a year and a half straight. Just every 2 to 7 times a week.
Yeah. I remember last year when you were in that, like, doing a live, like, almost every single day.
I wait until other people.
Guys, I just remember being like, again? Holy crap.
I'd wait until people were done with their live streams and then start a live stream.
Yeah. No. Like it was always afterwards. And I remember one was like, frickin' you guys started at like 2 or 3 in the morning, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Blumberg, and we went.
You and Blumberg, and you guys went till so late in the morning because everybody was going to work.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Why are you still up doing live streams?" We're like, "Because we still have alcohol." That one got deleted. That one got deleted for so many reasons, man. Like when we got done, Rob hit me up and was like, do you mind deleting that video? And I'm like, it can't be that bad. I went back and started watching it. Within 5 minutes, I'm like, I am so sloshed in this video, man. There's no way that's going to be live. That was a vodka night.
I've definitely been there. Yeah. Where you're just like, oh my God, I'm so drunk.
Oh, I get in trouble with the vodka, man.
Oh, that's what happened the other night. I had vodka and gin that I was drinking. Which stream was that on? I think that was on ours, and then afterwards it was virtual bar.
Yep.
And I was drinking. I was like finished all my Caesars and all my gin, and I was so, oh my gosh, I was like so bad. But he doesn't.
I wish he would hop into the live stream. He does a live stream too. I can't remember all. He just has like a bunch of letters for his name.
DSHLTV.
There you go. And he's got what he calls a virtual bar.
And it literally is like a bar.
Yeah. One guy will be in the corner over there just yelling at people. Like the one
the other
guy
guy's passing out on his chair. The other dude's like smoking the bong the entire time, and then all you hear is air horns and.
You hear that one dude yelling to ban Susie?
Yeah, Kyle. Banner. And I'm like,
She didn't even say anything. She just like hopped in and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like just being nice. And the guy's like, "Banner." So it's, literally just like being at the bar. Yeah. Drew's there too. I'm in there. That guy's pretty cool. Like he hopped on my live stream and we got done and we were just like, "Hey, let's hop on his." We just hit him up. And he was like, "Sure." Sent an invite like immediately. Yeah. Of course, Wolverine. You didn't recognize Eric? The dude that grows peppers. I'm pretty sure all of us in here grow peppers.
Yeah. The dude that grows peppers. Yeah.
But yeah, when I watered my plants, I pulled out because I got the double cup method going. Almost every single one, I think with the exception of like 2, have roots growing out the bottom of the cup already. Which is the fastest I've ever had that happen.
That's awesome.
That's what you can have happen if you don't water your plants.
They're searching for water.
Yeah,
they're searching
for water. They just keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Oh, someone woke up.
Yeah, because if you kept watering them, your roots ain't gonna grow. They're just gonna stay short because they don't have to travel very far to search for it.
Yep. Whereas if you did what I did and didn't water for like 4 or 5 or 6 weeks or whatever it was, those roots start searching out water. Shh, here she comes.
Hey, Rev. Don't Susie look pretty tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you do this? You do the same thing last night.
I always tell her that.
Frick, I totally forgot to do what I had to do when I just went out there. It's fine. I just remember. Did I? I don't think I did.
What?
You're too young for that stuff to start happening already.
Just trust me, I don't think. Yeah, no. Did I feed the animals, or did he, or
I think you messaged him to do it.
did I miss him? All right, well, we'll go with that. So if they're not fed, it's his fault. Okay.
Brandon, if you don't have a laptop or a camera, can I go live? Literally run my channel from my phone. Yeah,
Love you too, man.
you have though. Like I had the Samsung Galaxy. I'm looking around for it, like it's gonna be here. I had the Note 3, and I upgraded to the Note 5. The 5 you can actually go live on your phone, but the 3 you can't.
Good night, Brando.
Night, Brando.
Stop.
Night, Brando.
Bounty said he's got videos of his peppers.
Hey, chill out over there.
Brandon White Pepper wants to know if he doesn't have a laptop or camera, can he go live?
Yeah, that's what we were just. The phone.
Yeah, it all depends on what kind of phone you got. So, and he's got the iPhone X. I have no clue. I have an iPhone 7, I think.
The iPhone X, you definitely would be able to, because that's like one of the. I would imagine.
Yeah, but I know I'm like almost illiterate when it comes to like doing live streams on your phone. I do mine on my desktop.
I only used to do it on the phone.
Yeah. Now she's got to snap the webcam. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. I wonder who that was.
Wow, someone that must think you're pretty special.
I can think of 2 people in my entire life. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but Brando, you would go live on your Note 3, but you did it a different way. I believe you started the live stream on your tablet or your laptop or whatever, and then you joined it from your phone. I could do that with my Note 3, but I can't like actually start a live stream, which I've done a live stream on my phone before. I've been at work going, oh, I forgot to like say I was going to have a live stream tonight. So I just hopped on my phone and went live and was like, yeah, by the way, I'll be having a live stream here in a little bit. I just wanted to make it really quick, and people started hopping into the chat talking to me. I'm like, well, I'm at work. I can't really talk, but.
Well, you're the one who went live.
I know.
I'm live, but I can't talk because I'm at work.
Yeah, I've done it on my Note 3 before, but you just start the live stream using Google Hangouts, and then you join through Google Hangouts on your phone. That's how I did it.
I just went to Google Hangouts and clicked either the link or the little video camera button.
Because one night, where the heck is it? I used to use my Faux Pro, my DV Power camera, and one night, this is number 3, but one of my other ones, I went to plug it in, and the whole port just popped right off the whole camera. So I had no camera. I was like, what the heck, man? I'm supposed to be live in 4 minutes. So I had to use my phone and like sit here holding it the whole time in front of me.
Brando said he started streams from the phone truly.
I couldn't figure out how to do it with the Note 3. I Googled it, and they said you couldn't do it. I tried getting YouTube gaming because apparently that was a workaround, and it never would work. It would tell me my phone was incompatible. But when I got the Note 5, that sucker, it's right there. I mean, if I go to YouTube, it's one of the options right at the top. Like, you want to like upload a video, you want to go live right now. I can just click go live, and bang, I'm live. Oh, come on. Jeez, man. Why you so
He's still learning about the live streams. Yeah, I didn't even know what a wrench was until just recently. Yeah, everybody like, I was like, oh, give Susie a wrench. I'm like, oh, what? You don't want to see me with a wrench? and then I didn't know that was like a thing. And then I'm like, what do you mean wrench? Like, it just sounds so weird. Give her a wrench. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And
My
little
wife was just asking me last night, no, today, what a wrench was.
What?
It's just like
last night, I'm trying to get you a wrench, and I was like,
yeah, she was like, what's a wrench? What's the wrench mean? What's it do?
Exactly. That was exactly my reaction. There we go. Got it out. Yeah. Well, anyways, what's everybody up to doing?
Much. I was getting ready to ask Happy what he's up to.
Well, it's Friday. The work week is essentially over, and looking forward to the weekend. Gonna try to put together a video and get it published this weekend. I think I'm about a week and a half or two since I put a video out, so I need to put something out there.
You should. I definitely will watch it. Sorry, just 1 second. What's up, JT Bear? Haven't seen you around in a long time. What have you guys been up to? How's Chucks? Sorry.
What's up, JT?
JT's in the chat room.
What's up, JT? You want to be on the panel? You drinking?
Yeah, JT. You're the one. JT's one of the reasons that got me into growing peppers and stuff. Interested in it.
Cool.
Yeah, apparently it only happened like twice, but JT was the one that got me into doing live stream. I told him that a bunch of times, and he's like, I've only been live like twice. But I had a lot of fun on there. Like, he would just, him and Chucks would be there talking, and like to the whole chat and everything. And actually, it was, that was way back in the day. That was Shocks reading the chat to him. And I would just sit there and make comments to Shocks constantly and make her laugh. Like, he would constantly, I was such a distraction on his live streams because Shocks would be over there just laughing her butt off. And JT's like, what the heck is going on in the chat over there?
Yeah, JT, join us. I want to meet you in the chat.
What do you mean you're hiding?
He said, nah. Thanks, Brando. Hope you're doing good too, man.
Yeah, Dave was the one that got me into peppers. Dave, grown at home in West Virginia. Well, actually, he's the one that got me into super hots. He was watching my videos from like a long time ago, and I still have my aquaponic gardens. And one year I just decided I'm going to put as much money into these gardens as I can. So I went to the store and I bought so many peppers. I had everything that they would sell at the store. I had habaneros, shishitos, Mexi Bell. I didn't have any bell peppers though. I had Mexi Bell and what the heck is that other one? What was it? Mexi Bell and Cajun Bell.
Oh, damn it. I was just going to say Cajun Bell. I remember because you brought that up in one of your videos.
Yeah, and Dave just hit me up one day and was just like, hey, man, would you be interested in growing some peppers? I got some seeds. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's weird. Like, nobody ever hit me up and just offered to, like JT did. But that was more of a, hey, I have some seeds, like, hook me up with this, I'll hook you up with that kind of thing. But yeah, no, he just sent them to me, and I'm like, what the heck? He sent me like, I don't know, 25 varieties or something like that. I was like, what the heck do I do with all these? So I grew them. And that's how I got into hydro, because when I grew them, I knew they didn't grow very well in aquaponics. So I needed a better way to do it. And I was going to put them in the dirt, but I did that with other peppers the year before, and they didn't really do that good. But so that's why I was like, heck with it. Let's see if I can make them in hydro. And I did. I've been doing it ever since. It's been, what, like 4 years, 5 years? Yeah, and I found out about Master Blend from Kang. Because way back in the day, that was all he was using. And he was swearing by it. So I'm like, let me look it up. And I looked it up on Amazon. I'm like, this stuff's pretty cheap. I think I'll give it a go. And then he went to like the Flora series or something like that. But one thing I've always heard was never buy something in liquid form because you're paying to ship water.
To water, yeah. But that's all that we can. That's all we can do here in Canada. Like, there's no. Like, I even tried to look up the master blend. You even tried to look it up on Canada website. You cannot find it.
Oh yeah,
and we don't really have like. I mean, we got hydroponic stores, but it's. I don't know.
Yeah, JT was the first one to tell me about that. Like, you have no clue. Amazon.ca is just garbage. Like, they barely have anything. I'm like, no, it's Amazon. It's the same freaking site. And I went there just looking at different things. I'm like, man, you guys got nothing on your Amazon. I can find anything. I just bought lock picks. Why? Because I can. I mean, I've got the most random things from Amazon.
Yeah, no, like, because all y'all have like such a like expansive, like, because if I wanted to get something from the American Amazon, like the US of Amazon, whatever you want to call it, I would have to pay like $20 plus just in shipping. And if I'm going to get something that's like, you know, 30, 40 bucks, I mean, and then it's funny because they tell you what it's going to be in American, the total. So when you put your card number and everything, when you're like checking out or whatever, then it's like a surprise. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's funny, and I've had that happen to me where I'm like, hey, these concert tickets are this much. I was so stupid and was on a freaking American website. I remember I'm paying for these concert tickets, and then it was like an extra $100 for just like new like processing fees, and then it's obviously Canadian dollars now. I was just like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, whatever, like, you know. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Everything is so expensive. The shipping is ridiculous, and it takes a long ass time. And it's just so much more like costing wise.
There you go. Scott wants to know if you've ever used Wish.com.
Nope.
I don't know. I'm thinking of the what is it? Not eBay, but the classified or whatever, Craigslist. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, Craigslist, yeah.
Yeah, but they got a Canadian one. I forget what it was.
I've never been on it. I've never even been on Craigslist ever.
Well,
I've heard stories of it though.
Troll said what it was. Like when I first started the live streams, he used to come on, you know, when they weren't really late because he goes to bed early. But I remember he said it a couple different times. I can't remember what the name is, but it's kind of like Craigslist, but in Canada. Oh, I was going to say, amazing. Is that a new one too?
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like staring at that. I'm like, what does that mean? Okay.
Was it amazing.com?
Kijiji, Paul's Q, yeah, Kijiji. Oh, yeah, like that's just basically people selling things and throwing an ad up on Kijiji. Like it would be like Facebook Marketplace or obviously Rev doesn't know what Facebook is, but yeah, Kijiji is interesting. Oh my gosh, and it actually I hate buying or selling on that just because people like you'll put up something, whatever it may be, and you'll put like a good used price on it. If you're like an honest human being, you'll put a good price. But then, let's say your thing was like $200. People will message you and be like, "Okay, will you take 50?" And you're just like, "No!" Like, or you'll have it the other way around, where like they'll sell something that's a year old for like twice the price they paid for it. It is interesting, and you gotta know, you gotta like actually be. Because I actually got a couple couches for free. And well, no, one I paid $70 for, but I sold that thing for like $300 because it was this woman who just wanted to get all her stuff out of there. She's like, oh, just get it out. And she was like this lady who lived on Wellington Crescent, which Wellington Crescent here is like the rich, like the holy crap, like 18 bedroom houses, and they all back onto the river. But anyways, it was this old lady that like wanted all her stuff out, and this couch was like pristine, like so nice, and it was like massive. So I bought it for like $70, and I sold it for like a couple $100 once I was done with it.
Nice. Yeah, I hate like Craigslist Craigslist. Every time I try to sell something on there, I'll put it up and like they won't do the exact same thing. Well, they'll do the same thing about like, oh, you want $250 for it? How about $20? Like, and you know, stuff like that. But also they will like, I would get random messages where they would like literally copy my ad and they will put like at the very beginning, like, is this? And then they would have my description of everything I wrote it in there. Like, what do you mean, is it? Yeah, I put the description in there. What? I hate that, man. It's like some sort of spam. I just never responded to those people.
What's up,
Charles? Yeah, I've had some crazy experiences with Craigslist. So what I've learned is that you always have to overprice whatever it is you're selling because they're going to want to negotiate you
Pick them
down.
high and watch them buy.
And regardless of what you put out there, and everything that I put out there was in, you know, pretty good quality stuff, it will either sell immediately right away or it'll sit for the longest time and you have to keep I forget
like
what it is.
redoing your ad.
Yeah, like redoing the ad or renewing it, going in by a certain date
It's
to
been over
extend it or
7 days
something.
now or whatever. And
Yeah, right.
The last thing I sold was I had a cap on my truck, and I think I put it up for like $200 or $250 or something. I mean, it was $1,000 cap or something like that, brand new, and it wasn't that old. I just wanted it gone because I didn't want a cap on my truck, and it had a bed rug too, so it had like carpet for the bed, and I just put it up, and it sat there for like a month, maybe like 5 weeks, something like that, to where the ad expired. And it was like a week after the ad expired. That's when the guy who bought it hit me up. And I was like, how did you even find it if it just like expired? Like, shouldn't it have disappeared? But I drove all the way from Virginia all the way down here for it. So
Charles is drinking peanut butter milk stout. Is that like another? It's either one of two things. One thing that I've never heard of and you should explain, or two, it's a joke and he's drinking something like chocolate milk or something. But you can say you're at the bar, so I would assume that it's an alcoholic beverage. I mean, it's a stout.
thieves. Stop. Milk stout. That just sounds weird.
Peanut butter milk stout. I mean, if it's a stout, it would probably be very desserty.
It might be good with a little bit of Scott Tippett's jam mixed in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was just Scott's birthday, I think, was today. Or yesterday. So, Scott, happy birthday, I think. I just saw on
Yeah, it was
Facebook.
the other day. Was it Wednesday or Thursday?
Oh, was it? Okay, because it was his daughter's birthday too, right? Anyways, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Belated birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday.
Salute.
Bon anniversaire, as they would say in Francais.
I was just going to say, like, are you speaking French?
Alex!
What are you drinking on, JT? You still got the moon?
So got the what?
some mead.
Some mead?
Yeah, it's the stuff he brew himself.
Oh God! For some reason, I don't. Yeah, I know, but I know what you're talking about. But for some reason, I just heard you say mead. I thought of like soil.
What is mead
Why my
made?
brain like immediately thought about that?
What is mead made with?
I can't remember. But like fermented. What's that?
Ain't it made out of honey, ain't it?
I was just gonna say, isn't it like fermented honey or something like that? Or
Fermented honey.
it's something fermented. And
Okay, it's honey. He just said he found a local honey supplier and so on.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never had that, nor does it sound at all appetizing. Like, I just hate honey. I don't like sweet at all. Okay, so he says water, honey, ale, and yeast. Okay, so it's basically you're replacing hops with honey.
Huh. Is it a sweet beverage, JT? I mean, what would you compare it to?
why is my chat so far behind? It just popped up with that. Either mine's way behind or Susie's is way fast.
Well, you know,
Don't taste too good.
I'd be all into making mead just because you can make it.
Ale
we can
yeast,
also
no-
make moonshine too.
Oh, tastes like wine. Okay.
Oh, okay. I might be able to get on board with that then.
Sweet Cemetery says sweet wine. Can be sweet or dry.
I
What
would-
does it depend on?
I would like dry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I am struggling. Jesus.
If those are the only ingredients, I can't imagine it would be too difficult to ferment, too difficult to make.
Well, you'd have the honey in there, like with all that sugar. And... Oh, I'm into pain is here. What's up?
Yeah, I don't think there's sugar. It's just the honey replaces the sugar, just like JT said.
Isn't that what I just said?
Sure.
Do you allow it to ferment longer so it's dry as opposed to sweet? Is that it? Longer fermentation process?
Oh, he's finally feeding the animals. My gosh.
Yeah, I could totally make some of that stuff. That would be fun.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've got to get into is making my own alcohol.
Yeah, my dad used to make his own alcohol.
Sweet.
I don't even know why I never even drank it.
Good night, Bonnie. Feel better, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going up, Donnie?
Yeah, make sure you feel better so we can watch your live stream tomorrow.
All right, peace out, man.
Actually, I'll probably miss it. Now that I
You'll
said
be
it.
going, yeah, you'll be going after Brando, I'm sure.
Good night, Mrs. Bounty.
Good night, Mrs. Man.
Later, Miss Bud.
Less honey and it stays dry. More honey and it gets sweeter.
Yeah, that sounds way better. Like for me personally, just like my opinion.
I would prefer it dry, I think, as opposed to sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I probably like it either way. It's alcohol.
I'd have to try it. Well, see, I'm different than that though. Like even though I love my alcohol, I'm not just gonna drink anything like if it's got a alcohol percentage or whatever. Yeah, like I have to actually enjoy it for it to even be worth anything.
Well, it's the alcohol part I enjoy.
Yeah, no, I know, but I still wouldn't be able to do that. Even if trust me, I'll just about try anything alcoholic wise. Alcohol wise. didn't mean it like that. Where was I?
Yeah, that's how I got to like vodka. Like, what? It's got alcohol in it? Let me try this stuff.
Alcoholically speaking.
Exactly.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, meat's nice cheese grate around a fire pit, or like a pirate ship, or like that's what comes to mind. Like when I think of meat, pirate ship, old school, like I don't know, BC type.
Oh gosh, that just came out my nose a little bit. What are we talking about?
We're back to meat again.
What?
Back to meat.
Mead.
Yeah, but what did you say about a pirate ship?
Yeah, well, that's what I picture, man. Like on a pirate ship, you drink some mead.
I totally just got. But wouldn't that be like more moonshine, though? You think?
I thought that'd be rum.
Yeah, they love rum. Apparently.
No, I think I'm thinking of grog. Wasn't that grog that they would drink, which was like rum and something? Rum and water? Rum and...
Probably
I think
seawater or something.
I think Friar Tuck off of Robin Hood, because that's what he was drinking.
Oh, there you go.
Cemetery's eye feels like it's gonna blow out of his head. What the heck did you do, Cemetery? Why?
Hey, what were you doing?
Or should we even ask? Do we want to know?
I have a picture. I've got a picture of me looking like I'm on a pirate ship. I mean, I already take it right now, but it was great when it was like one of those like it was for the work that I was at, and it was like, oh, let's have fun and like go dress up and look goofy and take our picture. And we went there, and like it just so happened we were doing the pirate theme, and I showed up with this stupid bandana on. The guy's like, "Oh my god! Like we probably won't have to dress you up now."
When I say, show the picture. Just grab the picture. It's right there.
I got a sword in my hand.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah, that's me right there.
That's awesome.
Looks like such a fucking pirate. I told you. I was like, yep, that you did that on purpose. And you're like, no, that's what I do. That's what I wear.
Yeah, well, that's when I was working at the pizza shop. There was so many kids that came into the pizza shop that were like, "Daddy, there's a pirate cooking pizza."
What's up, Lumberg?
What's up, Susie?
What's up,
Dave?
Lumberg?
What's up, Eric? What's up, Rev?
What's going on? Party can start now. Lumberg's here.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy making sloppy joes.
Oh, I just got that. Sorry, like I said, a little slow right now.
Nah, I made a pizza tonight.
Oh.
But I heard you talking about sloppy joes
Oh,
earlier when I was like,
I didn't make it. I didn't make them, but I even went because he's like, well, do you want a sloppy joe? And I'm like, you made sloppy joes? He's like, yeah. So that will be a thing for later on when I'm.
I actually made sloppy joes like a week or two ago. I was like randomly just craving sloppy joes. I was like, I haven't had one in years. I'm gonna fucking make them. And
Yeah, it was me like a month or two ago. I was like, I have to make them.
Schaller said
I know we had them like 4 or 5 days ago, and we hadn't had them for ever neither. It'd probably been a year or
Man,
two
they,
since
they
we've
must
had
be
them.
like putting out some sort of subliminal messaging somewhere that's like getting people to eat sloppy
Everybody's
joes
like,
again.
sloppy
I mean,
joes.
I'm sorry to jump on the conspiracy bandwagon on this one, but I think there's something behind that. That's too many people that hadn't had a sloppy joe in years. That within a month, all of a
I
sudden,
know, ain't
Yeah,
that
I
right?
know,
decided
but
to
you're
have a
right
sloppy
though.
joe.
That is so weird because I hadn't had one for so long. Like I
I
probably
haven't
was
either. It's the
in
fucking
like
government. The government's behind it.
it's those it's that whatever they're polluting in the air.
We need Bounty in here again, man, doing the Jones impersonation.
Yeah, there we go.
Excuse me. Sorry.
What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, JT? What's up, Scott? Hey, Steven. What's up, Hydro? And I'm into pain. Everybody else out there lurking. Cemetery.
I seen Pilo in the chat then.
I invited her on the panel.
I was gonna say I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she must be busy. Maybe she's working.
Yeah, it's still early over there, West Coast time.
Yeah.
7:30 over there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And with the days getting longer, like I myself, I don't care if it's like 5 o'clock. If it's still light outside, I'm not going to eat dinner. I mean, I don't know why that is, but it is. And so when the days get longer, my like nighttime schedule gets like pushed later and later. Because I mean, I usually make dinner like once I finish doing stuff, and if it's like light out until 7:30 like it is nowadays, I don't even like think about making dinner until it's like 8 o'clock.
Hey, Bloomberg, hydroponic gardening wants to know what is this plant missing when the leaves start getting light green spots? I don't know. Maybe we need a little more information than light green spots. What kind of light green spots? I know what it is when you get brown spots. It's usually like a bacterial infection.
Yeah, no, but I'm assuming by the fact that he does mostly hydro, he's probably talking about hydro stuff. And so that would be some sort of a nutrient deficiency, but I don't know, or maybe too much of something. I don't know enough about that, honestly, to give any valid advice. I wish I did, but I don't.
I do hydro, but I don't think I have any of mine with light green spots. I have 2 over there that are like kind of dying. I'm kind of.
I swear I've seen a post in the PLC before about that. Don't remember any details on it. I swear that I have seen a post. Somebody posted some leaves that had light green spots.
I mean, unless he's talking about edema, but that's not exactly spots.
No, edema is crystals under the leaves.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just the most
Which
common.
I still have never had. Even with as crammed together as my plants are and everything, I've never had edema or seen it in person. I've only ever seen pictures.
I've had it like just actually this year, I think was like the first, like this just my second season, but
I can't say that I'm like excited to get it sometime, but I keep saying it all the time, like almost kind of like in some way secretly hoping that I'll get some edema so I can just like see what it looks like.
You can say you had it.
I've had it. I got it from watering my plants enough, which is the weirdest thing because it's usually overwatering your plants. But I think what it was, I didn't water my plants enough, and then I overwatered my plants when I did water.
It also has to do with like poor air circulation. It's really the poor air circulation is, I think, the biggest factor in it. And even though I don't have like a fan straight on my plants, like every night, like when I sleep, I have the ceiling fan on, and a lot of times during the day, I have the ceiling fan on. So the ceiling fan is moving air. Maybe it's not blowing like heavily on the plants, but it is like circulating the room.
Well, I have a ceiling fan here, and I thought that, okay, so it was because you know how you can get it to move this way or this way, right? So it was originally blowing like air downwards, and then I had all my fans on my peppers, which was blowing air on them. And then I would like maybe open the window for a bit, but then I've noticed since I've actually reversed the fan so that the air was blowing up like into the fan, that my plants have gotten so much better. Like they just no edema, nothing anymore. And it was just like that one little fix. I didn't change anything else. I didn't change like my watering schedule. I fed them nutrients every day, but I didn't water them. I only watered them maybe once every couple of weeks, like maybe twice every 2 weeks, maybe. But there were some that I just let like go for like a month almost without watering. And then you water them and it's like, oh, there they are. That's fine.
When I had the edema, it's in a room with no fan. I had a like a computer fan running on them, but obviously that's not enough. But I also had like the whole surround. I took, like, if you know what my grow room looks like, it's just PVC pipe that's making like a stand for my 4-foot fluorescents. Well, I put cardboard on the outside with aluminum foil on the inside to like get a lot of reflectivity. And I don't think that's a word. But that's when I got edema. I took that stuff off, and I haven't had edema since.
That's another valid point too, and I think that's probably a lot of the reason why I haven't ever had it, because the grow area that I have my stuff, I mean, there is walls because it's like I have it on like a countertop, and it's in the corner, so there is like walls around half of it, but then half of it's just open, so it can like breathe. It's not like in a sealed area. And I think a lot of the people that I've seen that have posted stuff about edema are growing in like grow tents and stuff.
What's up, Fish Keeper and Italian? And Italian wants to know who's the dude with the cap. Well, there's two.
It could be Eric as well.
Yeah, Eric got a cap on over there, and Blumberg has a backwards cap on, and I just have a non-Jewish yarmulke.
Dreams.
Yeah, and Hydroponics sent you an Instagram.
What dreams?
What's up, wet dreams? It cracks me up. Did you get that Instagram picture, Rob?
I was about to look.
Okay.
That's so weird. As soon as I changed my name, Cade Swain, to I just capitalized the first letters. What dreams? You did the same thing, huh?
What?
Huh. Yeah, I've definitely seen that before, and I don't know what that is.
What is it? Let's see.
See, that's what it looks like.
I've seen that too.
Nutrients, maybe?
They're like they're light spots, and that's lighter towards the center of the spots. But that plant's in hydro.
It kind of looks like chlorosis, like too much chlorine in the water. But it also could be, yeah, because that'll like kind of like start to bleach out your plants, which is why it starts getting lighter and stuff like that. But
just how many nutrients are you putting in your water though?
And what kind?
And what's the pH as well? Like that. I mean, I don't think that's a pH problem, really.
No,
I wish I knew more about that stuff, but I honestly don't know anything about growing hydro.
But if you don't have your pH correct, then it'll cause nutrient lockout. So it doesn't matter what kind of nutrients you have.
Yeah.
Locking it out.
Well, that happens a lot with plants. Even if there's like calcium or Rob Lumberg, CalMag, like all that in the soil, if you don't have a proper pH, it'll just be sitting there. Like your plants will not be able to take it in.
And it'll actually like start polluting your soil.
Yeah. It's like constipation for a plant.
pH at 5.8, that should be okay. All right, wait, where's Where's lockout start?
Yeah, 5'8" is good for
Isn't it like 5'5" to 6'5" is what you want?
or like 5'7" to 6'3" or whatever they say.
Yeah, I think I was like 5'9" to 6'2" was what mine was holding at average. And I was using Master Blend, or I am always using Master Blend too.
But obviously you have to measure the pH after you put the nutrients in.
Yeah. Well, I like to check it beforehand and then afterwards too, because my water is like, I think it's 6.8. I think maybe it's like right at 7.0. But when I put Master Blend in it, it drops it all the way down to like 6.2.
Yeah.
So I just did a little Google search, plant nutrient deficiency, and there's some pretty good guides out there. That might be helpful.
There's a lot that people have posted on the Facebook page. I don't know if you guys are a part of Facebook. If you guys go to the Pepper Lovers community on Facebook, there is a lot of people that post like charts and like mass pictures of like, if your leaves look like this, then it's probably this. It may not be, but it's most likely what this is. And they give you like a whole picture graph. So I found that it was a good read. I mean, if like Google Plus was still up, all you'd have to do is post a picture and then you'd probably figure it out in no time. Everyone is so smart and they'll comment on it, but.
And if you Google,
there's like a little thing with 12 different possible. Yeah.
That's magnesium. Who said magnesium? That looks like a magnesium.
Yeah, it could be magnesium, or it could be. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this.
JT Bear said magnesium. Sorry.
Molybdenum.
I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
Leaves light green, lemon yellow, orange, spots on whole leaf, except veins, sticky secretions from under the leaf. Possibly.
Secretions, that's always a problem.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah, sticky secretions.
Oh God. I think we're done with that.
Moist, sticky
Oh, God.
secretions.
Huh?
What was that, Eric?
Did somebody say something about sticky and squishy?
And moist.
And moist.
No. Nobody said anything about that. Move on.
Nice. Hydra is just like me. Doesn't know what Facebook is. Yeah, I like it. I just don't like Facebook because you can't be anonymous on Facebook. They always want like your exact name, and then they want your birth date, and then they want your phone number, and then they want to call you to verify or text you to verify or whatever, and it's so annoying. That's why I like YouTube. YouTube's never like tried to call me.
I never had anyone from Facebook call me.
Well,
My number I have on there is the one I had back in like 2015. No, sorry, 2005, I should say. Because I never had my.
Yeah, mine was like from 2012. Because I was only on Facebook 2012 and got off.
Yeah, not 2005. No, I started Facebook in like 2006, 2007. So I remember it was like 239 or something. And Facebook keeps asking me. They're like, "Oh, do you want to update your phone number?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "This is your current phone number." And I'm like, "I don't even know what phone number that is, but keep it on there."
Every time that I would like. Every time I go to Facebook for Grown at Home in West Virginia for Dave, I would go on and just like his post or whatever. Every time I did that, I'd have like all these notifications and I'd go to it and it's all these people that I haven't talked to in forever that want to be my friend. And I was like, where the hell have you been? Like, why do you want to be my friend now? Like, it's been 20 years.
You shouldn't look into it so much like that. It's more of like, oh, you know them. And like I am friends with the people on Facebook that I've gone to school with for like, when I was like freaking like 3 years old when I lived down the street from this person, and we became like really good friends. But now we don't keep in contact, but we're Facebook friends. So I know what's going on with him most times, and he'll know what's going on with me. But and then once in a while, it's like, hey, what's up? Or nothing, you like, and it is like a pointless conversation, really. But I mean,
there you go.
It's still stuff that you know you've been through, like even pictures. And I wanted to get rid of Facebook, but I have messages on there from my mom, like right before she passed away, that I will never. I don't want to lose those messages in case I ever want to go back and read them, you know. And she's also sent pictures and videos.
Take a picture of the messages.
Well, I can't take a picture of the video.
No. You might be able to download it though.
I don't think my phone has enough room for that.
No, I don't like Facebook. I had a ton of pictures, and because it'd be like with you and somebody else, and like almost all of my pictures with other people got flagged, and Facebook removed them. Like the other person flagged them.
Huh.
Which I think is just messed up.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
They flag it as inappropriate because it's a picture of them, and then Facebook removes it without even asking you. I went in there the last time I was in.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, the last time I went in, I was like looking through my pictures. I'm like, where the heck are all my pictures at? Like, I have no pictures at all now.
I know what you're talking about now. But that was just like an isolated incident. She wasn't exactly in her right mind.
It makes me biased. Screw you, Facebook. I mean, YouTube, I guess, can do the same thing, but I mean, they flag my stuff all the time. I just went in and changed every pod review that I had from pod review to pepper review, just because I think they take them down because they think it's probably like the, what the hell was that stupid Tide Pod thing?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, the Tide quote. Tide Pod.
Oh, Tide Pod. Yeah. Okay.
Tide Pod.
Yeah, like if you're dumb enough to do that, man.
Oh my God, man. People are so stupid. I don't even want to get started on this because that is going to be like a whole rant.
Yeah, it hurts my brain when people do that kind of stuff. Like they're that dumb.
Did you see the? Oh my God! I can't. Nope. Don't. I don't have time for people's freaking stupidity. Like if people are gonna do that, then God freaking speed, man.
I remember, like, I'm not one for like the trending things on YouTube. I don't like just do them. But I remember there was a few times like everybody was all serious and everything. There was like a Dear Me thing on YouTube like a while back, like I don't know, 5 years ago or something. And it was pretty much like you now talking to yourself like, whatever, many years ago, and like what you would change or, stuff like that. Everybody was so serious, including JT. JT did one. It was like all serious, like actually had me crying and stuff. And of course, I have to mock it. I just go out. I'm like, oh, I'll do it like a Dear Me with like aquaponics. I just went out there like, oh man, next time you make a garden and you have goldfish, put them in the fish tank with the black liner so you can see them, and then the dark color fishes, put them in the white fish tank.
Common sense isn't so common anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I remember yours, JT. Yours was all serious and everything. Like, not even joking. Like, he had me all tearing up and shit.
Yeah, but you watched The Notebook, like.
Fair enough.
Which, hey, I don't hate.
And you forgot the time traveler's wife. can't watch the end of that movie without having tears rolling down your face.
God, I like bawled my freaking eyes out. I was like, oh my God, he's dead.
He's dead, but he's back.
Towards him.
He's dead, but he's back, and he might be back again, but he might not ever be. And,
Yeah, I know.
and she's gonna keep putting clothes out.
I know. Oh my gosh. Or what about the vow or whatever, where she loses her memory forever, and he has. It's similar to what's that one in
Eternal Sunshine or Eternal
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yeah, I love that movie.
What's up, Paul's Q?
What's up, Paul's Q? No, nobody.
What's going on?
Cemetery, funny story. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch Brokeback Mountain.
Oh God, I watched that one with my parents.
Now,
It's the most awkward thing.
this was way back when I had cable or satellite. I would turn it on, and every time, because I'm like, this movie's gotta suck. Everybody's been talking so much crap about it. Every time I turned it on, it was Anne Hathaway naked, and I'm like, whoa, this movie's awesome, man.
I watched that movie with my
Further
parents.
past that, though.
Oh gosh, it was horrible.
I've never watched it.
When she was not naked anymore, I'm like, maybe this movie's not that bad. Okay, I'm done. And I just move on to something else.
She's not even like that good looking.
Doesn't matter. A naked chick.
I guess it's naked. Yeah. I know men
They're all
will
good
watch
looking
the
when they're naked,
National
huh, Rev?
Geographic just to get a pair of titties on the screen for 2 seconds. They'll watch the entire thing.
I didn't watch the entire thing. When she was done, I was like, this movie's kind of stupid. It's just like dumb cowboys in the mountains. I never got to anything where I don't know about that stuff.
So, like, what the movie was about, you didn't get there.
Well, no, but I already heard from everybody else. That's why, like, when the boobs went away, I'm like, I'm done.
See, I'm not the kind of person that, like, believes what other people say about movies and stuff. Like, I'll judge it when I watch it. Like, some people don't like, something, and I turn it, I'm like, oh crap, that was actually really good.
Yeah, there's so many movies people told me were horrible that became my favorite movie. Like, I was told Talladega Nights sucked so bad, and I watched it. I'm like, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, man. I like to picture my Jesus in the tuxedo t-shirt.
Tuxedo? The tuxedo?
It's like, I want to be formal, but I'm here to party.
Yeah. Yeah, those free tuxedo shirts that you get at a beer vendor where you buy 2 for.
No way.
Yeah, they give you tuxedo shirts, yeah.
Oh, I want one of them.
That's an MGD thing.
I'm not drinking MGD.
Well, I also got those free toques, or beanies.
Yeah, that was a cool hat, man.
I got 3 of those now.
Nice.
I got Calgary, Edmonton, and Winnipeg. I still can't believe we got Winnipeg on the first go, though. Eddie Olchuk, yeah, he was awesome. I think he played for the Jets between 92 and 96. I think he ended there, I'm pretty sure.
I might have his card then. That was back when I was collecting hockey cards.
His rookie card?
No. I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know. I got Yarmer Yager's rookie card. I got Lemieux's card. Who the hell else do I have? I don't know. Like Yarmer Yager's rookie card. I got that sucker like the week it came out. Those cards came out, and that thing was worth $5 like coming out of the package. I have no clue what it's worth now. I still have all those hockey cards.
I don't know.
It's still worth $5.
Yeah, I just feel like the whole hockey card thing is kind of like that, and Pokemon cards. I know people used to collect, and whatever else it was. Like Beanie Babies was a big thing. People think those are worth money. Like they're not anymore. Like if you had sold them at the right time when it was like a craze, then maybe you would have got something, but not anymore.
Yeah, Lemieux's card was worth $10 that year, and I didn't get it. Packs of cards, and I never got it. And my grandma worked at my dad's store, and the hairdresser lady next door went to the store and bought me that card. I remember that. She paid like $10 just for that one card.
Oh, we used to get those free in McDonald's meals here. Back when they had like the McDonald's hockey card craze, like that was like a thing that they're like, oh, we're not gonna do this again, and then they did it like next Sunday.
That's hilarious. That's got to be a Canadian thing.
They did that.
Yeah, they gave you like a pack of hockey cards, and then actually those ones are worth money because that was so long ago. That was in like the 90s, and they'd give you like a pack of like holographic hockey cards, and you had to like collect all, you know, whatever, 100 something, I don't know. I was never into that, but that was a thing. And they came in like this. I remember this perfectly. Jeez, how do I? It was like in a silver packaging that like a Pop-Tart would be in. So it was like very thin silver thing, and you would like just peel it open, and you go, oh, what kind of cards did I get? And like people in the school ground, like in my grade school, they were like grading them and playing Sailor Moon, you know. Such a weird time, the 90s. But yeah, no, I still know a lot of people that have binders full of those freaking hockey cards, and like a lot of them are like those McDonald's ones. Does anybody remember when McDonald's had pizzas?
Had pizza?
Yeah, they had pizza, like an individual pizza, and that was like, that pizza was so good. Oh my God.
I don't ever remember McDonald's having pizza.
Yeah, McDonald's had pizza, and that's all my sister would get when we went to McDick's was pizza.
What did you call it? McDick's?
McDick's, yeah. That's what, or Mickey D's. So they call it down, or up here, I should say. No,
No McDonald's here has ever sold pizza. Not in my lifetime.
Yeah,
I sure don't remember.
Cemetery said some McDonald's has sold pizza. And Brian says Canada's weird. Yes, we are very weird. But
I was
we also
talking
had pizza
about
at
that
McDonald's.
actually the other day. Yeah, but I was talking about that with I think a couple of you guys the other day. Somebody I was talking to about how McDonald's in other countries is like
yeah, we were
legit,
talking
like,
about that last
like
night.
they got
in,
like all kinds of awesome stuff and it's more quality, like different
Hong Kong,
choices and stuff.
specifically.
Huh?
Hong Kong specifically. But you're right,
but
though.
I mean, just
you're right.
McDonald's in other
Mexican,
countries, like it's different country to country, and Americans get like the shittiest part of it. They got all kinds of cool stuff in other countries.
We used to have the spicy chicken poutine at McDonald's, and that was actually good. Like they had their hot sauce that they put on there was actually pretty spicy, and I would never think that for McDonald's. And but yeah, no, they had this like poutine that they would put in a box or whatever, and they'd put their their stuff on it, like their toppings and whatnot. And then they actually had like real cheese curds, which not a lot of people in Canada have real cheese curds that they put on there. A&W does the same thing, but you have to take out a loan to get a freaking poutine. But anyways, yeah, no, the McDonald's one was like really good.
But McDonald's around here, how many people that's going to eat a thing of barbecue buzzard balls and a side of fried crickets,
Well, yeah, I think you'd be surprised. There's all the, the people that like to experiment with food. I'm not one of those people, but I'm just saying there are. Yes, Scott, McDonald's coffee is way better than Tim's. That is for sure. And no, JT, Starbucks is way too expensive. I've actually never gotten drip coffee from there. I've only gotten strawberry or a blended strawberry lemonade from Starbucks and a mug once.
What's up there, Stephen Miller?
Cemetery says only 3 locations in the U.S. that McDonald's sold pizza. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I can understand why you guys wouldn't get that up there.
Yeah.
So Paul's cue that popped into
2
the
of them
chat.
was probably on the west coast, one on the east.
I jumped over to Paul Q's channel real quick to check it out. He mentioned that he has 17 grills and always looking for another one.
Yeah, I went and like clicked on
Holy
and looked. I
crap.
didn't watch any videos, but I'll check them out later.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out later. I rang the bell over there.
Yeah, I did too, just so that I could like get a reminder if I forget.
Yeah, you know, grilling and smoking, man, that's right up my alley.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love meat. I could like never be a vegetarian. I would die.
Oh yeah.
I know you can grill and smoke vegetables too, but that's not meat.
Yeah, no, like 60% of everything I eat, maybe 70% is meat.
I could live off bread and cheese, though, I think. I'm pretty sure I could survive off bread and cheese.
Oh, okay. He said 7 grills. I misread that. Not 17. Okay. That's still a hell of a lot of grills.
Yeah, I have one that fell apart. That's how much I used it.
Got 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 4 grills and 4 smokers.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I think so. I may have miscounted my own when I put it in the chat, but I think I've got 4 grills and 4 smokers.
I just have one grill / smoke. I mean, it's really just a big grill, but I can use it to smoke stuff because it's like a large round one. But it's probably from the like, I don't know, like probably like, I don't know, either late 40s or early 50s. It's like super old though. And it was my great uncle's, like on my dad's side. It was like yeah, like I guess my grandmother's sister's husband is the one that got it. And I'm pretty sure he bought it like when he came back from World War II, sometime not long after. And then it got passed down to my parents probably before I was born. And then all I know is I've literally like cooked and eaten food off of that grill my whole life. And it's
That
awesome.
thing sounds awesome. If you've got any pictures of that, shoot it over to me. I'd love to see a grill from back in the 40s or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like an aluminum thing. I need to. There's a few things. Well, one thing is the temperature gauge hasn't worked my entire life, and it's all faded. You can't even see anything in the temperature gauge. But it needs the rod that connects the wheels together snapped in the middle. So I need to figure out, because it was a hollow rod and it had just gotten rusted and it had been bent where somebody stepped on it or something and it kind of pushed down, and then just from bending back and forth and stuff it had eventually broken / rusted through. So I need to replace that part, and then the handle on the front of it to like lift up to pull it with the wheels, like that handle's rotten out, which I mean the handles have been replaced a bunch of times. That's not a big deal. All I gotta do is cut a piece of wood that'll fit that and screw it in. So that's no big deal. I gotta replace the rod for the wheels, which I haven't really looked at. I'd like to get that done and just get it back in its prime, which I mean it's still like it has 3 legs and it stands perfectly, just the wheels don't work right now currently. I mean there's nothing wrong with the grill itself though.
Did you see Cemetery's comment? I cook on a rock.
If it works.
What do you say? But I mean, how do you do that without popping your raft? I thought like a few days ago you said you were like living on a raft in the ocean or something.
And yes, JT, chicken is real meat. Hey, Susie, So, of the Jets, I got this is from 90-91. Phil Housley, Bob Acina.
No, 92 to 96.
No, this I don't have them.
Oh.
Greg Puslowski, Dave McLuane.
Dave, I'll send you a picture of that though tomorrow if I can remember.
Or just take a picture. Let me see.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's sweet. It's just round, dome top to it, but it just looks so like 50s.
Yeah.
Just the shaping to it. It works amazing, and it's got a hell of a seasoning in it, if you could only imagine.
Yeah, that's absolutely. After all these years,
Yeah.
they just don't make stuff like that anymore. That's why I'm interested in seeing it, because I just retired a grill a couple of years ago, but I had it probably for 12 or 13 years, but it just ended up rusting out. There was a charcoal, kind of it was a char griller brand, so it was a pretty decent brand with the sidecar and all that. But it ended up just rusting
This
out.
one was probably made with like scrap pieces from airplanes or something, because it was like not long after World War II probably that it was made. So, and it's made out of good aluminum. I mean, the aluminum, because aluminum can last if it's good aluminum, but kind of cheaper aluminum doesn't hold up quite the same, like at least not for that many years. So it's probably like aircraft grade aluminum.
Yeah, and JT said that Blumberg should do a video series on fixing that sucker up.
There you go.
Maybe like a single video or something. It wouldn't be a series because it doesn't need that much work. All I gotta do is cut a piece of wood like this big, which I use like the bench slats, those small slats that they're like that thick and like that wide, and have rounded edges to them. I just take one of those and just cut a like 6-inch section, and that works perfect for the handle. It's been replaced in the past. I didn't the first time, so I know what to do about that. The only thing is I'm going to have to take the wheels off and see if I can actually get the wheels off the rod, and then try to figure out some sort of a replacement rod that I could put in there that would bolt down. That would be the only hard part, would be finding specifically that long of a rod that has threads on both ends, unless I get an entirely threaded rod, which would probably be more expensive. I don't know. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that one, but I'll get it figured out.
Has a good title for one of your videos: grilling and chilling.
There you go.
Or you could call it smoking and choking.
Sip and flip.
What's up, Fixter?
Or the flip and sip.
Welcome back, Fixter.
What you got going on over there, Eric?
So,
Not much. Sitting here munching on some that sweet and spicy trail mix.
Sounds pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Susie?
So Rob Cemetery is saying that the bottom of his raft has a good bottom. That's how he can grill on his stone there.
That's good.
That's what you doing, Susie?
my eyes are like burning for some reason.
Did you cut open a pepper pod and then put your fingers in your eyes?
No, I think no, that was bad. No,
I do that all the time.
oh gosh, it was horrible. I couldn't open my eye. Oh my God, I can remember the sting like went down my back.
Why do us chili heads do that? You'd think by now we would know better, you know?
Oh, I full out like rubbed my eye and I'm like, oh, and I tried to, and I like had to like, oh my gosh, I like washed my eye out. And I'm like, okay, it'll be fine. And I came back and sat down and it was like, I tried to open it and it was just, oh, just constant tears. Oh, it hurt so much. Actually, what it was lava dust was on like where my fingernail is. It was like all caked in there. And then I rubbed my eye with the lava dust right there. It was like full contact to my eyeball.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say powder's the worst.
I'm watering just thinking about it. That was painful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that was rough. I remember like how many times did I go out and clean my eye out? I came back and I'm like, it's fine. And I tried to open it and I'm like, ah! Oh, that was horrible. I think I lost like 10 pounds. Like I just feel like I you know when you're like in a spaceship and there's no pressurization and the spaceship just like crushes on you, you know that feeling? Well, that's how I felt. That's how my head felt. I just felt like I was getting crushed. Ugh. And I'm getting like my eyes are watering just thinking about it. That's horrible.
And Dave, you said we should know better by now. I am way too dumb to know better.
Yeah, right. I mean, me too.
You do it because you just do it. And I remember like when I wiped my face, I was like, oh crap, I have to wash my hands. And then by that time it was too late. It was like,
I hate when you wash your hands like 5-6 times and then you touch your eye and you're like, oh, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like 13 times is like the minimum. Oh, I know. Whenever I make hot sauce, I don't wear gloves. And I just like when I'm cutting all the super hots, I can just see the oil like, and I got long fingernails, so all the oil stays under my nails. Like even when I wash my hands a lot, it'll just be lurking there. And then when I touch my eye, that's the time. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna, get on your eyeball now. Oh, that hurts too.
Yeah, and I refuse to use gloves.
Yeah, I know. I never wear gloves.
What's the
honestly? I swear that.
What?
Huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I swear though that wearing gloves make like at least the cheaper gloves. Like I've heard the nitrile ones are really good. I haven't ever used those, so I can't say. But I can say though from experience of using other just like latex gloves and stuff, the oils soak through. And I feel like you get a more pure concentrated oil that gets into your skin, and it's like way worse than if you just have all the juices of the peppers like straight up on your skin. And I know that because I was wearing gloves for a while, and I was getting burned up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I tried one time with no gloves, and it was like 10 times better. And then from then on out, I just like I always wash my hands a bunch like during the process of if I'm like cutting up a bunch of peppers, but I just do it barehanded. It's way better. Just keep washing your hands periodically.
Yeah, speaking of barehanded, Cemetery's got a great suggestion.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was that? Oh. Gosh, that's no.
So what were you gonna say though, Dave?
What's that?
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna ask the question about the chat. The Fixter said he was in a spaceship yesterday. I didn't quite understand what he meant by that.
So
Yeah, weren't we all in a spaceship like the last week or so? Like, just seems like something that would happen. Later on, hydroponic gardening.
Yeah, have a good one, Hydro.
Take it easy, Hydro.
But yeah, like all the videos that I did where I did like a pod tasting or whatever, every single one of them I touched my eye, including some where I was like just doing sauce reviews. And somehow it got on my fingers and then I touched my eye. I just always seem to be doing that.
But I was like, when that happened though, because you're right, because you say like it makes you feel like after you can actually open your eye and like you can actually feel it being like a super eye, like you can see like so much better. And I was playing my video game when that happened, and I'm trying to do this with one eye, and as soon as I opened my eye, I was like, oh my god, like did you do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but once that feeling starts to subside, you feel like $1,000,000.
Yeah, you feel so good when you're like, when you can open your eye, it's just like, I can open it and it's fine. It's not hurting. Like I got to the point where my tears were actually burning my eyeball more. Like I was tearing up like pepper powder. And I just remember I was like, I can't even tear without it hurting.
I can't remember which ones it was. I think it was like the Butch Tea Cross with Dougla, the Yellow Moruga. Yeah, it was definitely the Yellow Moruga. There was a couple other peppers that I tried, though, that made me tear. And the tears actually burned my face as they were running down my face. It was the craziest thing.
Oh, I know. That was like exactly how I was feeling. That's why I have this roll of toilet paper here still because of that. This was like a full roll, and I remember like tearing up so much and just be like, I need more toilet paper, like everywhere, like my face, like it was like tearing up to like down here where like my jawline started to burn, and I just like it was a mess. Oh my gosh. Well, you were there.
Wait, cemetery. There's a 5 o'clock in the a.m. now? When did that start happening? Oh, wait. I was up to it last night.
Yeah, I was in bed before that. I don't even know what time I went to bed. Like, what time did I even leave the chat yesterday?
Oh, it was about 4:30 our time. My time, so it would have been 3:30 your time.
Yeah, okay. That's what time I went to bed.
Cemetery says he's going to be on vacation soon. Nice.
No way.
Yeah, I haven't been on vacation since January, the second week of January 2013. We took the kids for Disney World. Which was, well, that was weird, but yet fun at the same time. I like Gatorland the best. Oh, I have videos of Gatorland on my YouTube channel. What were you going to say?
I was just saying bye to Paul's Q.
Have a good night, Paul's Q.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yep, later.
And Cemetery said he had tears burn. Oh yeah. Well, I've had both of the kind of burn, like the kind where they burn where they're in your eye, and the kind where they roll down your face and burn your cheek.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was doing to me. Like it was burning the side of, like you were there, but like you don't know how much pain I was in because you kept trying to like talk to me, and I'm like, I can't talk. Like, I feel like I've just been fucking pepper sprayed.
Sprayed.
Sorry. But I was trying to, yeah, but yeah, no, I was just like, okay, I like remember running the tap with cold ass water, and I just like opened my eyes and like they were like burning. And it was going from this side to this side just with association. And I'm like, what is happening? I'm trying to play a game on the freaking TV and talk to you, and I was just like, I gotta go for like 5 minutes.
Later.
And so I'm like, hey, I got it all. And then I opened my eye and I'm like, God, it's still burning.
It was great. I wish we would have videoed that.
Oh, it was burning for like so long. And then just I opened my eyes and there was no pain. I was like, oh my God, this is like the best thing ever. I remember being like, I can open my eye. Oh, for crying
Good
out
night,
loud.
Fixter.
Good night, Fixter.
Later, Fixter.
Dang, cemetery's got a week off each month all the way into July. Dang.
I bet you're going to be
Pretty
planting
good
peppers
gig.
at that time.
I wish I had that. I haven't had that kind of vacation day since one of my former jobs. I think I had like 2 or 3 months worth of vacation because I couldn't take it one year because they wanted me to do so much stuff. So they carried it over, even though they don't normally do that. And then I had like, it was like 3 weeks of vacation that I got every year, 3 or 4. But I just kept carrying it over until I had like 3 months of vacation. And then they fired me. Well, they laid me off and then stole all my vacation time. I at least wanted the money for it because they refused to let me take vacation.
They knew what they was doing.
Ray, what down?
Nobody seems too energetic tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just always exhausted. I feel like lately I'm just like so. Ugh.
Kind of a long week,
might
but
have
I
to
am
calm
excited
Blumberg.
for the weekend. The weather's supposed to be really nice.
What? Sorry, Dave?
No, I just said it was a long week of work for me, but I'm excited for the weekend. It's supposed to be, the weather's supposed to be nice.
Yeah. We're supposed to get up to 12 degrees Celsius today. 12.
I think we're going to be 50. But ours is supposed to be this weekend, 50
Not
degree
so,
high.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be up to 63 apparently.
It's been warm here. It's been nice. It's really felt like spring. My plum tree in the back, the past several years, it's put out like because it puts out its blooms when it starts to feel warm, and every year recently it has gotten very cold and froze off the flowers before they could really like open up good. And the trees looked like crap the past 2 years. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it tomorrow because it's like in its prime right now. It's gonna start like dropping petals soon. But it's just this big fluffy white snowball. It's awesome. It's an American plum tree, and it's just beautiful. It's just all white, and it smells really good too. Like I don't know, and it's kind of weird. I don't know if anybody else has ever like busted open like cartridge like when they were a kid to like a ballpoint ink pen and like blown the ink out onto paper or something and like messed with it. Like
that was like my generation.
you know that distinctive smell that ballpoint penning does? I swear that this tree, the flowers smell like it reminds me of that ballpoint penning smell. I've always thought that it literally smells just like it. It smells really good though.
Like crayons got a distinctive smell too.
Yeah, it's a sweet smell to that like point penning, but it's like a weird like I don't know how to describe it, but that's how this tree smells.
Did you ever do the spitball?
But sweeter, I guess it smells sweeter. Like it does have a sweet smell to it. But what was that, Susie?
I said, did you guys ever do the spitball thing in school?
Oh yeah, of course.
I got a paddling in school for spitballs.
Yeah, and the best straws were if you took a ballpoint pen and pulled everything out. And
yeah. That's what everybody used. I remember that. Like, you would never be safe like sitting down in a chair because everybody would just like on everybody. And the substitute teachers like changing your names for a day.
Back in the day, we used to we got remember those bouncy balls? We would get those banned from the school because people would bring them in, and when the teacher wasn't looking, just whale them against the chalkboard, and they'd go bouncing around the whole room.
At recess, we used to play wall ball. Does anybody know what wall ball is?
Is that where you just smack a ball against?
I know what a bin wall is.
I don't even okay, so you have a tennis ball and there's the side of the school there and you get 7 or 8 of you and you just toss the ball at the wall and then whoever catches it has to bounce once. If it doesn't bounce once, you're out. And then whatever, there was a lot of rules, but if you didn't if you had a fault or whatever, you basically had to stand against the wall and everybody got to toss tennis balls at you for literally 10 seconds. It was and I'm thinking back at this, we lost so many balls on the roof of the school where Mr. what's his name? Barcelona. I can't believe I remember this. Mr. Barcelona was the janitor at our school. And he'd go up there once a summer and toss down all the balls that we lost on the freaking roof. It was there were hundreds, volleyballs, basketballs, soccer balls, tennis balls, dodgeballs, everything. And he would and that was the day that everybody looked forward to. It's when are all the balls coming?
You know, balls up there?
It was great. Oh, wall ball though, yeah. Or Foursquare. Anybody? Foursquare?
Oh yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Happy Pepper knows.
Yeah.
I don't remember Foursquare.
Well, Foursquare, when you had 4 people, if you didn't have 4 people, you could still play 2 square.
Yeah, we did play 2 square, but we mostly played. We actually had lineups of people, and then every time someone became the server, things got really heated. People were getting bloody noses, and we were in grade 3 and 4. It was like a madhouse, that serving square. That was the one where it was and we made up all these crazy. I don't know if anyone's played Foursquare, but there's a theme to every single throw, and you got to keep it into whatever and did the thing. But we made up our own themes crazy, where we had popcorn, where you would throw the ball up and see how many times you could clap in between, when you threw it up and when you caught it. And the person who got the most, we just made stupid crap up like this all the time. And that was also when Power Rangers were in style. So when we were little, we'd play either Sailor Moon or what did I say? Power Rangers. Yeah, that was our recess, and we weren't allowed to even hold sticks because people have gotten hurt. We weren't allowed to have a stick at recess, even though there was a whole forest right there.
I could totally see a small Susie running around whacking people with a stick.
The first time I ever went to the office because I hurt somebody, I was in grade 3. And no.
I'm not surprised.
I accidentally kicked him in the balls, and then I had to have a whole talk to by the principal about how girls are different than boys. And I'm telling you, I literally sat there and I was I know all of this. She's well then, but just know that men hurt a lot more when you kick them there. And I'm I know. Anyways, I remember his name was Sean McClarty, who I kicked.
To be perfectly fair, he probably didn't have him drop yet, so it's not that big of a deal.
No, but I just remember him flailing on the field, because recess was over, and I did that after recess was over, which is really heat score, because everybody's going in, and he's just laying there on the field.
And you get that feeling oh crap, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I did, yeah. I just see all the teachers, the monitors or whatever of recess, coming over to see him, and I'm oh shit.
He's gonna say something.
I'm busted. So, yeah, no, I just got the talk, and then I went about my way as a Third grader.
Later cemetery.
The cemetery.
The cemetery.
Yeah, I remember
Later
back in the
cemetery.
day, like it wasn't like, well, I guess it was like super balls, like bouncy balls, like tennis balls, stuff like that. But it was mainly like hacky sacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on the roof, and it would just be like he'd just throw them down, and people were just like running over and snagging as many as they could.
That was like about the time where I like the older people than me were playing with hacky sacks. I was still throwing people tennis balls in the face. Like I was still just like that young, but that was like because the grade, well, no, the kindergartners, the grade 3, they had recess first, and then 4 to 6 would be after them. I think because there're just too many like altercations between. I don't know why people in grade 7 have to, or no, grade 6, sorry. But
we used to, everybody would play hacky sack. And I was not the best, but I was pretty darn good.
Oh my gosh, I remember I got my parents to buy me a hacky sack. I can't remember how old I was. I was definitely younger. And I remember just like trying it out once, and I was like, screw this. I do not want to do this anymore. And then I did the same thing with a skateboard, and then I did the same thing with a surfboard, and I did, you know what I mean? Like, if I failed once, I'm like, oh, screw it, bye. But then it's like years later, I'll find it, and I'll be like, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like now. And now if I did that, I'd be like, I'm not going to stop until I beat it.
The key to the hacky sack was you had to like make a small hole and like drop out like half the beads or like, you know, a third of the beads out of it.
Oh, that's cheating.
No, that's how you make it. No, you can't have it full of beads and all that.
No, yeah, I'm right there with you, Rev. You have to empty them out, and I had some cool ones, and you just try to stretch one of the like weaves and just enough to get some out. And honestly, like we would take them and put them on the ground and use our foot and like roll over top of it on the ground.
Yep.
And that would a lot of times get out some beads that way too. And yeah, when you fucking get it down just right, it's awesome. But I like the like little bit bigger ones where some of them were kind of smaller, and the smaller ones were just crap. Like they were hard to really use, and you could never get one of those to be just right. Except I did have one that was a little bit on the small side, but I opened up the bottom of it. And I tried to stretch it out as much as I could, and I stretched it out. I just emptied out all the beads because I had crappy beads in there too. And I ended up stitching it back together, but I filled it with hemp seeds. And filled it like probably half or 3/4 full. That was the best hacky sack I ever had. Like, I mean, it was perfectly weighted and just awesome.
The ones that were like cloth, like, you know, like an actual.
I never had the cloth ones. I always had knitted ones.
Yeah, those suck. I hated them.
I always had the knitted ones.
Well, no, it was like
knitted ones. Some of those were good. I still have one of mine somewhere. It might be in the drawer over here. I don't know. I'll look in a minute. But yeah, I wish I still had that hemp seed one, but I think that one got taken.
Like the ones I'm talking about, they were like knitted, like a knit hat type thing, like material.
No. Oh, okay, I know which ones you're talking about.
Those are the ones that I had. I mean, it's like more cotton than that. It's like actual like.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what
you're talking about. You had like the nylon ones, right?
I don't think it was.
Not me.
No,
I don't think it was nylon.
There was like two pieces of material like this, that was stitched together like that.
I never had that at all.
Those ones sucked. I hated them. I had like 3 or 4 of them. They like once you get a small hole in the side, all the beads fall out and they're garbage.
Yeah, well, that's why, because I the first one I got was actually in freaking like Grand Forks or Minneapolis or something. And I remember like bringing it back. I was so young at that point, and it was like that one of those knitted ones. But I didn't take any of the beads out of the thing. So I was just trying to, but it was like got to the point where it like stretched enough where it was like that anyways.
Well, yeah, you always had to take the beads out because otherwise you couldn't do like, you know, the toss it up in the air and like stall it on your foot kind of thing. Or because
No, I was never that advanced at hacky sack. I could not do that.
Oh, we would after work we would literally just go outside and
I could get contact with my foot. That was great.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones that I ever had, and I still have it from like.
Oh my god, that's like the classic hacky sack.
It has probably almost half the beads out of it. It was like I haven't used it obviously in years and years, so it's kind of tightened up. But it was a lot looser where it would kind of lay out flatter. But it's still like got like the perfect amount of beads in there. It's probably a little bit more than half, but it's like close to half. This one, when I got it, it was like super stuffed, where it was like a hard ball.
Yeah, you can't use them hard balls.
No, yeah, this one like it's like flexible and stuff. Like you can like pinch in on the sides and stuff. Like it's not super cool.
Yeah, we would have taken like at least a quarter of those beads more out.
Yeah, no, that's about the same.
Well, like I said though, when I used to use this thing years ago, it was stretched out more. It was looser, so it didn't need more beads out. Like it was actually like perfect. If I was to like work this one and, like I said, put it on the ground and roll my foot over it and stuff, just kind of stretch it out, it would be better. But I mean, if you don't use a hacky sack for long enough, it just kind of shrinks up and gets stiff. It has to be worked back in.
What was that game we used to play with the hacky sack where you'd kick it up into the air, like each person would kick it up and it would go up 3 times, and on the 3rd time then somebody would just try to whale somebody with it. You like kick it right at somebody, and if you hit them, they're out of the circle. I remember losing hacky sack.
Simpler times used to be, huh?
I remember losing hacky sack so many times that way because somebody would like try to whale somebody like in the chest or something. It would just go flying into the woods or onto a roof or something. What's Eric eating? I don't know. It looked like a Hostess cup, and he was eating trail mix. I don't know. He's just pigging out over there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't hacky sacked since, geez, oh man, 99. I forgot how much we did that too. That was just one of those things. Like we get off work, we just go outside and stand around in a circle and just kick a hacky sack around. We'd be at school.
Doesn't that sound boring now?
What's that?
I said, don't that sound boring now?
Yeah.
Stand around kicking.
No, those were much simpler times.
Yeah.
Didn't take much to keep us occupied.
What are you drinking over there, Blumberg? Anything good? You drinking anything good, Blum? Oh, your mic's off.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's some rum water.
Rum water.
Rum and water.
Yeah.
Yep. Went super fancy tonight.
No turtle water tonight.
No, I enjoy it. Like rather than just taking shots, I'll take like a few shots, like 2 or 3 shots. Or I don't know. Yeah, like probably 2.5 shots, and put it in the cup, and then fill water over top of it. Which I was just too lazy to keep getting ice cubes. Like I love ice in there, but I just went and filled my bottle with like cold water so that I could just use cold water instead. Because I mean the ice melts anyways. And plus, like when you're sitting on a live stream, you can't just like keep getting up every 5 minutes to get new ice.
Oh, sorry. Was that a dig at me?
No.
Yeah, Susie, just
Oh,
called you out hardcore.
Really
I actually wasn't even thinking about the fact that you'd gotten up.
Okay.
I was just explaining why I was drinking rum with water and like no ice or anything. I've got cold water in there, which I kind of like it when it gets to like cooler room, like with my whiskey and everything. I prefer to drink it not chilled, but I don't like whiskey when it gets warm. Like if it's in a warm environment, then I don't like it. I like whiskey to be like at a cool room temperature. And when I say cool room temperature, I mean room temperature but kept down low so it stays cooler. And I usually keep all my whiskey like down low. Like either if I have it on a shelf, it's a very low like ground level shelf, or I just keep it on the floor.
I wish I would have been able to tell my younger self to just drink like vodka. Like I always like vodka, but drink vodka at room temperature, not frozen, or not frozen. You know what I mean? Not in the
freezer.
Yeah,
freeze, but
and use water as a chaser. That way you stay high.
Yeah. Water is definitely the way to go. I mean, with anything.
Well, yeah, with liquor. What's up, Irish Train King?
Well, that's why they say not to drink like those sugary drinks. Like, don't drink like vodka with Sprite all night. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause the sugar is just gonna dehydrate you even more.
Yeah.
And it's gonna really make for a bad hangover, like a bad hangover. I never drink sugar when I drink. Otherwise, I mean, I did not last week, but maybe whenever it was, I don't know. But a week and a half ago, and I was drinking Caesars, but then I was also drinking 7-Up and gin. So that just like kicked me in my ass. It was bad. I was like so hungover. And I don't get hungover like really all that often. Like if I get a good sleep, I'll wake up feeling great most of the time.
You know, last year I was drinking a lot of vodka and I never got hungover except for I think once or twice, and I know Susie was there for one of them. But it wasn't like hungover because I was drinking water the whole time. So I was like, I mean, obviously I was still messed up the next day kind of thing, but I definitely wasn't
I got
hydrated and stuff.
I got this thing a little bit more loosened up so you can see it's like a perfect amount really because it like sits flat. Once it's loosened up a little bit more, like it's probably like half the beads are in there. It was just really tight from sitting in a drawer for a long time.
What's up, Irish Train King?
I'm gonna have to see if one of my friends will kick around the hacky sack with me.
Well,
I haven't done that in so
you
long.
can do it. You can do it by yourself.
I know, but it's more fun if you get like a couple
it's more
people.
fun when you got people around. Like definitely.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like even when I was ever into it. I didn't ever just like sit around and like mess with and practice by myself.
No, I didn't either. But that we always did it like right after work. It would just be like 15 of us would all just go outside in the parking lot until the cops came in the middle of the night. Do you have any reason to be here? Like, yeah, we work here. Just got off work. Like, well, what are you doing? Like, not drinking and doing drugs. We're just kicking around a stupid bag.
Yeah, I've actually had that conversation a few times with the cops too. Like
And one of my favorite ones was they were like, I need to see everybody's ID. And like they started looking at everybody and I'm like, I don't have my ID. And they're like, where is it? I'm like, in my truck. And they're like, oh, well, go get it. And they were checking everybody's ID. I just went to my truck and just sat there and smoked a cigarette.
And they left.
I just sat there smoking a cigarette and never came back with my ID. I was like, heck with this, man. You can't card me for just being in a parking lot that I have permission to be in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the cops around here are like way more lenient. Like they don't even care. Like they'll come and we'll be like smoking weed and drinking, and you're not allowed to do any of that in the park. And we'll have like freaking like 14 coolers just full of booze. And there's like we're having a big ass bonfire. We're making so much noise at like 4 in the morning, and they're like, everybody got their IDs, and everybody's like, he's like, no, just let me know. Everybody has their IDs, right? Whoa. And we're like, yeah, everybody's got their IDs. They're like, okay, good. Just here, don't be too loud. Yeah, that's why I love like being in Canada, because it's so laid back. Like you don't, nobody really questions anything. Nobody will say anything, if whatever. And you're not gonna get sued, that's for sure. I will be back in about 25 seconds.
Looks like it's me and you, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Rob here, but he's muted.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm here.
Hatman Indoors was muted.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yep. We only got 7 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Boy, that's really weird. I've got my tablet over here that I'm watching the chat on to see who's coming in and what's going on there. And I'm on my phone for the live stream, but my phone shows a pepper for Susie's profile, but my tablet shows a picture. Did you update your picture, Susie?
Yeah, Susie did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's weird that both devices are showing, one's showing your new profile pic, and my phone is showing your old one.
I also changed my name. I actually capitalized the name. I capitalized my name. No. Like I just capitalized the first letter of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah,
Mine
mine does.
all fancy on us over there.
On my computer, I see she actually has her picture, but on my phone, it's still the pepper.
What's up, GSHLTV? They want to know if Susie's going to the disco tonight.
Oh, dang! What are you doing? What's up, Toronto?
What's up, Annie?
What's up?
Who did I miss? Irish Train King, Wolverine. I missed those folks.
Yeah, Wolverine was here earlier.
Yeah.
Wolverine's been here for a while. I don't know, or Auntie, you want to come on for a bit or what? Is that cool, Rev? Or do you think? I mean, just no music, obviously.
Brandon Whitepepper's back.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. GSHL TV said, on my phone, no caps, LOL. I just realized that because on his computer, everything he types is all caps.
I know, I hated that but like every time I read it in like that, his like radio voice, where it's like, all right, folks, we're going to, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm like, sound like you should be like a radio host, bro.
Yeah, of course, Brandon is still at it.
No worries,
still at it.
I may be, if you're doing a stream later, I may come on. Depends if I'm still awake or not. You might not.
Hey, I'm gonna get ready to get off here.
Yeah.
I'll be on the live. I'll still be following you guys. I'm just gonna chill back and relax for a second for a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. If you want to just, I don't know. I mean, are we almost like ready to call it a night or what?
Can.
I mean, it's only 11 o'clock, but it's up to you guys.
I'm good with whatever.
Hey, you guys can stay on.
No, well, we can stay.
I don't know if I can go on without Eric though. I might just start crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll still be in the chat.
Last time Eric left,
I'll still be in the chat.
At least my shades help hide my tears.
Yeah, last time Eric
Yeah.
left, it took me like a
His
good
eyes
hour.
are super red right now.
Yeah, like, last time Eric left, it took me like a good hour to get Rob all settled down.
Yeah.
You had to comfort him, you know, kind of make him
We
feel
kept
good.
yelling, "Why? Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but he had to go."
Have a good one, Eric.
All right, take care. Well,
Yeah,
we'll talk to
I'll
you later.
see you guys. All right,
And
later,
have
guys.
a good one.
Everybody
in
chat.
Yeah, probably.
Good seeing you,
Good
bud.
night to you.
Bye, Beth.
Yep.
Bye, Eric.
Bye,
We'll talk
Beth.
to you later.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Later.
Then there was 4.
What's that? Four little.
It'll be
The fourth frog.
it'll be okay, Rob. He'll be in the chat. It'll be okay.
Little,
Rob's already started to tear up a little. Like you can see his lip quivering.
Rob needs a tissue. You need a tissue?
you got
I
an
don't need
issue.
no stinking tissue.
Don't cry, Rob.
No, we can end it if you want. Doesn't matter to me.
Up to you. Up to you, sir.
Nah, it's a collective thing.
Rob's at a concert. Old school.
Does that mean play a ballad? I don't know. I'm ready like whenever. So it's up to you guys.
Tell everybody how they can find you.
On Google Plus until the day it dies. Actually, I haven't even been using my Google Plus for a couple days, but I've been not using anything for a couple days, really. I've kind of just been busy and hadn't had time for it. I've been meaning to get around to posting at least what shakers I have right now in the marketplace for sale, which I will do that in the next day or two. And then I'm trying to order more shakers right now, but the place that I get them from is out of stock, and it was saying that I don't know that they can like ship them until like the 11th. I'm gonna have to go and check again and see, but I'm gonna try to get another like 50 shakers whenever I can. And I'll have some powders available in the marketplace, and I'll probably post it to Google Plus for the time being while it's there, but I will also post it in MeWe, and I'll try and keep up with both of them.
Instagram?
So, well, don't just like sell stuff on there. I mean, I could post it. Honestly, I've got like actual friends.
Because I'm not really a fan of being
That would
and
probably
you don't
be
really go on
interesting.
Facebook all too often.
No, I don't use Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't use me.
And I wouldn't even use Facebook to like do that, because then people would be contacting me through Messenger, which I don't have. At least MeWe has its own chat built in. People on Google Plus know how to get in contact with people on Hangouts. So
What's Facebook?
But yeah, I'll be around.
And you, Dave?
Cool. Oh.
I love you. Shit.
Well, here on Friday nights with you fine folks. The occasional Monday, but not too often Mondays. Google Plus until it goes away, right? Yeah. My YouTube channel.
Yeah. Cheers to Google Plus.
Ride or
It's
die.
been awesome.
Ride or die.
Yeah.
So Dave's YouTube channel.
Yeah. I'm over there on MeWe too. Not on Facebook yet. I'll probably get over there, but I probably won't be very active over there.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't go to the dark side.
I'll do it only if I can use my profile name.
Do it.
If I can figure out a way just to use my profile name, then that's what I'll do.
I'm there too, and I'm not hard to find.
I tried, and they told me that my name is not a real name.
Yeah, I haven't tried, so maybe I can get away with it. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Oh,
No, I'm a whole cough drop.
Well, Russ said the same thing. He's like, I'm not gonna do it at all. He's like, if I do it, I'm gonna. And he did it, and now he's like posting all this stuff. That's awesome, by the way. If you guys want to go see it on Facebook, do it. But yeah, no, like I'm just promoting.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I don't get paid for it.
To me, MeWe is very similar to Google Plus, and it's a very easy transition from Google Plus.
What, MeWe?
and it's not Facebook.
Hey,
Yeah.
like MeWe, I thought was just such a, I don't know, it was like a very outdated in some sorts, and it made me feel, I was like, eh.
Yeah, same way as Google Plus.
It
I think
wasn't
it has.
as bad as MeWe. Maybe
I think
was
it has
just-
all of the same features as Google Plus, maybe even more. Private messaging is part of that, and
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing, except they also have group chat, which I'm not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of the group chat either. I have those notifications on that group chat turned off.
Oh, Rob Scheller, like, what's MeWe? Exactly. Thank you, Rob.
Really? Come on now.
Yes, we're a Facebook fans.
What's Facebook?
Papers.
Where can I find you, Susie? Apparently on Facebook.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook under Susie.
Under Susie.
Yeah, I'm like McLovin and Cher. No, I'm just kidding. I have a last name, but if you want to find me, you'll figure it out.
There you go.
Also, I don't really have a YouTube channel. I don't have Twitter at all. What's the other one?
You have a YouTube
No,
channel.
I don't.
You have a YouTube.
I've seen your videos.
No, I do have one. It's not really worth looking into. I think I have like a couple videos, and I'm swearing in every single one. So if you want it to be family friendly, you're gonna have to hide the children for like 10 minutes.
Maybe we should make more videos then.
That's possible.
There you go.
All right, and Rob is muted. So I guess.
Oh, Charles P is back. He likes Facebook more than MeWe.
All right, well, there you go then.
Well, Charles.
No, you guys, without
Yeah,
Facebook.
Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, Charles went to the dark side a long time ago.
Listen, oh my gosh, just listen for like 2 seconds. It really is like on Facebook. There's a lot of new people, but they're all awesome people too. Like I've made a lot of pepper friends just on the Facebook that I didn't even meet on PLC. But then like everybody from PLC is going to MeWe, and it's just I don't know. I don't like the interface. I don't like the whole thing. So I'm mostly on Facebook. I'm not gonna lie, and I like it there. Like I've traded seats with a lot of guys on there, like specifically from Facebook, and a lot of the guys here are on Facebook as well. And I know a lot of people that were like, I'm not going to go to Facebook, but then they made an account just specifically for going to pepper groups, and they're not complaining. So,
What's up, Bear? Dang, Bear's in the
oh,
chat.
Bear's here. What's up, Bear?
What's up, Aaron?
And Charles has been drinking. Sweet.
I love when Charles drinks.
Don't hold me to that answer.
See?
He's only saying that because I agreed with him.
That's what it takes to like Facebook. You got to be drinking a lot.
Oh, pish posh.
I just love messing with you.
I know. Give me 25 seconds.
25 seconds. She was the one that wanted to end it. Am I supposed to end it when half the panel's muted?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back. I got it. That's fine. Oh, my eyes are watering though.
Why is Hatman indoors muted? Hey, Hatman, you're muted.
All right, well, yeah. Go ahead and end it. It's after midnight now.
All right. Well, everybody knows where to find me. If you don't know, well, then you don't know, I guess.
Everybody knows where to find me. Rev, once again, thanks for having me on board. Appreciate it.
Problem. Thanks for showing up. And yeah, that's it. You know where to find me because you're on my channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit the bell. That way you will actually get notifications of when we go live. You don't really need notifications of when I have stupid videos that come out, but just so you know when I go live. I click the bell on everybody that I follow that goes live, just so I get a notification of when they go live. I don't do it for every single person, but I do it for anybody that I like watching go live. So do that, and yeah, that was it.
That's interesting, Charles. Nate at 7-Eleven looking for a lighter if you want to find Susie. Yeah, no. I actually like randomly found an abundance of lighters in my jacket pocket.
In my jacket pocket.
Yeah, they're all there, all of them. I'm like, oh my god, I remember when I bought this last year. But
yes, and Bear's correct. Notifications only work about 50% of the time, but sometimes.
Hey, Barnyard Chicken. I didn't know that Lisa was in here.
oh, Lisa's always.
Lisa's
everywhere.
always here. She's just lurking in the background.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
What's up, Lisa?
We love when Lisa's hanging out with us. Well, we like it when Lisa's chatting with us too, but lurking in the background.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, I think.
And what's up, Charles, Bear, and
maybe
Lisa?
having a giveaway like pretty soon. So keep an eye on her channel if she hasn't done that already.
All right, well, that's it. Well, anybody got anything else to say?
Nope. Have a good evening, everyone.
Yep. Have a good evening. Have a safe weekend.
That was it, man. I'll do the old thing. Yeah, that was it. We were live. You were here. It was awesome. You know it was awesome because you were here too. And we'll catch y'all in the next live stream. So until then,
Bye.
Yeah, like until then, like Charles says, drink lots of beer because apparently there's 6 beers right there. So he's got 6 more beers to drink before he goes to bed.
I've got 7.
You got 7?
Oh yeah.
Sounds like some sort of drinking competition over here.
Oh,
No.
I
I'll drink it at my heart's content.
thought you meant Charles has 7. I was gonna be like, nah, one of those is just kind of like blurred a little bit.
All right, guys. Peace.
Later, everybody.